Hi everyone, I am Dr Shravan and I am a pan-India wall artist. This segment of art is more valuable and it has more demand.
Usually parents also not approve such fields. They are very much restricted that okay, go for government job, engineering, doctoring.
We live in a country where art is considered as a non-essential job or a profession.
So as an artist, is it mandatory to have some USP or a uniqueness in their products or in themselves to shine in the world?
It was my father's friend who asked me to create a painting of Raja Ravi Varma's Kadambari painting. After 3 days I called him, he said, okay, I was thinking this artwork is not worth to be paid or something. And I continuously cried for 2 days.
Hey everyone, welcome to banZara, a channel to promote unconventional field, and today we have Dr. Shravan who have mastered into wall art and is a great artist. So welcome sir to our channel.
Thank you.
And it's great to have you here. Would like to know more about you from you. So can you please tell us?
Great. Hi everyone, I am Dr. Shravan and I am a pan-India wall artist. I started as a normal fine artist where I started working on portraits and stuff like that, and with a good research I understood that this segment of art is more valuable and it has more demand, and also it is like the prime part of my profession as well. So in the past 2 years I have completed more than 900 walls across India, which includes corporates, residences and cafes. So when it comes to corporate, it is like creating a brand for them through artistic expression, and if it is cafes or residences, it's like increasing the ambience. So I also conduct workshops empowering the amateur artists or aspiring artists, and also help them avoid the struggles what a beginner artist would go through.
So since beginners go through a lot of struggle, especially when they are in a non-conventional field, because
Yes.
there's no pathway defined for them.
Right.
So how was it for you? Like usually parents also not approve such fields. They are very much restrictive that okay, go for government job, engineering, doctoring. But how was it for you? How was the journey for you?
So I would like to divide this answer into two parts. The first thing is my parents were supportive, like particularly my mother, because it's like an opposite thing. What you are saying is people want like their children to opt for a steady job or steady career, but here my mother didn't like a doctor or an engineer.
Oh.
So along with that, when I was doing art and stuff like that in my childhood, I was feeling happy, and it was like expressing myself on the paper and something like that. So from the parent side, it was not much of a pressure to opt for a different thing that I didn't like. And to start as an art entrepreneur, it was pretty tough because we live in a country where art is considered as a non-essential job or a profession. So even then, the good part is we are becoming more global, and through the internet and stuff like that, we can understand that even though if it is not in the mature stage in the country, there is a lot of scope worldwide.
Yeah,
So
people do
we are
like this.
getting there as India, as a developing country, we are getting there. So I thought, okay, let me start and work on that. Even if it is difficult, we will be getting there. So and that's the reason, if it comes to interior designers and things like that, art plays an essential role in shaping the country. So
Definitely.
that's what I thought and started few years back, and right now it's happening the same way.
Yes. So for this art as well, we placed everything, and then it was like okay, something is missing, and then
Yeah.
we roam around entire Koramangala, and then we got one this painting from
Nice.
yesterday itself.
Great,
Like it
great.
was very hard to find the same color and everything, and there were very few shops, and that's like okay, people need this, but since there are not so many resources and contacts, so they are missing out and they are adjusting in that environment. So
Yes,
if
yes.
we will start providing, then they will definitely start getting it.
Definitely. Yeah.
So, so for you, the journey has been a very different. Parents has been supportive. You got supportive parents, but like my mother is still like, even I'm in a conventional field engineering, but she's like, go for UPSC and become an IS engineer. You are wasting your time here. So just after getting a job, my parents were like, okay, you got a job, now go and study for IS. So still they are like, still they force me for IS preparation and everything. So in such environment, do you feel that parent needs to be supportive and it's high time to leave the conventional field because they are getting crowded?
So one thing that I have to tell in this part is parents who are from the previous generation worked for a stability in their life. So it's not that they are not supporting your dream. They want stability in your life and they want security in your life. So according to me, security is high where there are prisoners, right?
Yes.
So if we are not going behind our dreams, it means that we are a prisoner. So instead of us complaining about our parents not supporting us, instead of giving a qualitative answer, which means like art is good, dance is good, it's a qualitative like what is a rebuttal that you are giving to your parent. Quantify your reasons. Like if I'm taking this, within 2 years down the line this will happen, 4 years down the line this will happen. This is the statistics that the world has known. If I do this much I learn. So since they are wanting a secured life for you, if you are very clear about the quantitative analysis of your profession that you are going to choose, for sure they will be agreeing. So whoever, the artists or the dancers, whoever is going into the non-conventional field, even though it comes under the humanities and arts things, quantify your answers. Even your goal should be quantified. That's when you can satisfy and compromise, like what you say, satisfy yourself and as well as your parents, that your decision is true.
Yeah, very true. So we have talked about quantifying. So it's like, as a child, we don't know how to research and everything and what we can achieve if we will get into this field. But whereas in engineering and doctoring, there are certain numbers fixed.
Yes.
Like if you'll get into IIT, then there will be a 30 LPA job. If you'll get into a doctor, then after a certain point of time, you will earn a good money. In these fields, to make people aware that what is the range that goes on, like people earn from which range to which highest range, and what's the average range that, okay, even if you will do less or even if luck doesn't give support you or if things don't go well, this is the average that you can still earn by choosing your dream career.
So okay, to understand if your passion is commercial or not, you need to first understand by working on it. So in the sense, art is not something that I only tried, like that's the only path that I tried. I play guitar, I used to teach guitar, I used to teach dance for 2 to 300 students in schools, and I used to do calligraphy. It's not like this is the only path that I took. You have to like try multiple segments so that you will understand which train goes faster in your
It's like
career.
finding your true passion.
Exactly. So to get the true passion, you should try all the passions.
Yes.
So that's one thing. And the next thing is to quantify the profession in art. It depends upon the type of segment you choose. And also, if I'm saying, like if you said you go to IIT, you get 30 LPA job for sure, even if the sun doesn't shine on your land.
Yes.
So that is also not true actually, because out of 8,000 to 9,000 pass outs, only 1% gets that 30 LPA.
Correct.
Other people will be motivated to, like what you say, start their own startup and stuff like that. Even there, 1 out of 200 to 300 startups succeed.
Yes.
So it's not like you can, and there is nothing like a safe zone. If you study this, you will be doing this stuff like that. I have heard a lot of stories where people from IIM, IIT are still jobless.
Yes,
it's just the survival of the fittest, that's it. So in that case, you should understand like your art and your target. So even in the normal or the smallest job in art, even if things doesn't go well and you are working as an artist for a company, you will be getting around 25 to 30,000 per month. Okay. For sure, as a designer in a branding firm or a digital marketing firm, stuff like that. provided you have to keep upskilling yourself. And in case if your decisions, if your strategy works very well as an artist, even like earning 100 crores per year is also very less.
Oh,
It's very very less.
okay.
Imagine you go into the crypto world and you succeed in NFTs. Per order, you like per NFT sale, you'll get 1 million, 2 million, stuff like that. Or if you are going into a luxury format of canvases, like it goes on bidding and it never stops until the last bidder wins.
Oh,
So that's the scope of art as per se. uh, but if you go into the tech field, you have starting point and the ending point,
yes,
but
correct.
for art you just have the starting point. So that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
and I feel like in the conventional field you lose that enthusiasm that you have in the college years, because you know even if you put all your efforts, this is the maximum that you can achieve at
Yeah,
the end of the day.
yeah.
There's no like you can go more by doing more. So, and in the non-conventional field you have that choice, like if you'll put more efforts, if you'll research more about it, learn more about it, and give your days and night, you'll definitely achieve more.
Yes.
So that's a definitely a thing, that there's no bar in the non-conventional field, which parents are missing and children are also missing.
Right, right.
So if dear parents, if you are watching this, so let your children choose a field that they want to, and do support all the fields, because you never know like what your children can become and what he is meant for, she is meant for. Okay, since we talked about a lot of non-conventional field, and people do feel that when we are in such field, it's like a God gift if a person is a good artist or something. But lot of people are not like. I started teaching when I was in seventh class, and then I started improving, and I do teach till now. But it was not a X factor that I was having, that I can teach good or I can do in good in creative field. It's like I improved over years. So is it like in field of art also there is a thing of improvement, and even if you don't know anything in the start, you can grow better than who is a God's child or
So
God's
yeah,
favorite
yes,
child.
exactly. What Warren Buffett says, a person who works hard is will, like, there are more chances of being a successful person than a person who has luck. So that's there. Any skill or any course, or what you say, any kind of talent in this world, if you practice for 10,000 hours, you can beat a person with what you say, all the even if a person has superpowers in the skill that is owning and stuff like that, you just practice for 10,000 hours continuously, you can overpower them. So practice, hard work, dedication, these are the three things that you have to have. And provided you should believe in yourself. So like even if you practice for 10,000 hours and you don't like have faith of what the 11th 10,001 hour will happen in your life, there is no point of practice. So even if there this is true, but like even people who have not learned or not practiced have that gift of that unique and creative thinking. But to defeat them, you can, if they are putting 2 steps forward, you need to put 200 steps to be with them. That's it.
Okay.
But it's possible.
Yeah. So that's what I also feel like. If hard work and consistency is mixed together, anything is
Yes.
achievable, no matter what field it is. So as you told us in the initial part that you did lot of research about wall paintings.
Mm.
So and you found it that okay, this is a field that this is an area that you can capture.
Yes.
So as an artist, is it mandatory to have some USP or a uniqueness in their products or in themselves to shine in the world?
Definitely, to survive as an artist, you need to know all the versatile types. For example, I started with the wall painting, which was generic.
Okay.
Like anyone can do the tropicals or florals, wall paints, and stuff like that. But after that, I started to introduce the Middle Eastern style of painting into Indian architecture and interior design, which includes granite murals, relief art murals, gold foil, and stuff like that. So artists who do this kind of art is very less in the country.
Okay.
So you can survive How you survive is people who have made names, and the orders that slip from their hands will feed you with those orders. But people, if they have to remember you as soon as they think of getting makeover in their ambience done, you need to have an USP. So which means like you need to have your own style. Replacing you, nobody should be able to do that.
Yeah, you should be irreplaceable.
Yeah,
By
not only in art field, even if it is in the technical field, that one thing that happens only with a person should be owned by him. There should be no replacement, anything for that matter.
yeah,
And that's the reason I have chosen to create my own empire than working for someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you own a team as well right now?
No, I don't own a team. I and my mother work together.
Oh, okay. So since you have told us a lot of things that are very knowledgeable, I wanted to know, like, if right now you are since you are practicing since the age of 13, I guess. So if you started today in this generation, in this era, so what steps you have followed and strictly followed, and you think that if I will anytime follow this step, I will achieve the same heights or higher heights? Like, it's for the generation who is starting right now.
Okay, yes. So one thing that I understood in the course of time in my career from the past 9-10 years, even if your product is not good, there should be an improvement on your product. Your marketing should be on point, because if you see, world's best burgers are not sold by McDonald's, but
Yes.
world's best marketing is done by McDonald's, and that's the
Correct.
reason. And that's the reason, like what you say, they are into business and they are on top of their business. And the second thing is, coming to books, you call it as a best seller, not best writer or a best book. Best seller meaning they have done their marketing well.
Yes, correct.
So if I have started today, I will only focus on the marketing tools and the strategies which helps me expose or like give that visibility to the world. And then I will start working on the improvement of my skill, so it can go hand in hand. So this is something that has to go parallel, but aggressive effort should be put on the marketing side, marketing and showing yourself to the world that you exist.
Yeah, in our field also, it's like work in public is a quote.
Yes.
Like, no matter how many
जो
much
बिकता है वो
knowledge you
दिखता है,
yes.
that's all. I sorry, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है.
Exactly, correct.
That's all.
Okay. So so it's always some spark or some instance that make us do that even
Yes.
with more energy. So for you, was there any instance that made you feel like, okay, now though I will do my best in this field and I'll show the world that, okay, I can earn and I can achieve everything in this field?
So yes, as we say, there is like even if it is art, again I will take science as the backing to talk about my story as well. So for every action there is an equivalent opposite reaction, right? So like, and also the third law is more important, is with the story that I'm talking about. So the object remains constant until an external force acts on it, right?
Correct.
So the same thing happened when I was doing my I was studying in the school. I used to paint canvases then itself. So one thing happened was two different paths started. One is the commissioned orders and the other one is teaching people. The first thing is something that made me think, okay, I have to prove something. So that story was, it was my father's friend who asked me to create a painting of Raja Ravi Varma's Kadambari painting. So that's a famous one, and it had a lot of marble work to show through oil painting. So he said, make and give it to me. And I didn't know how to price my arts then, because that was my big art that is commissioned. Okay. So I finished and gave it to him. On the first day he said it's good, but I said I don't know how to price the art. Since you are into this, he owned a gallery. So he said, let me consult my artist and get back to you 2 to 3 days. Like after 3 days I called him. He said, okay, this I was thinking, this artwork is not worth to be paid or something. Well, sometime come home, I'll offer you dinner or something. So that's what he said. It broke my heart, and this is the first thing that I am starting in my career. And I thought, okay, like I had a 6,000 rupees at that time for a 8th standard guy who is going to sell something is a very big thing. I had a lot of dreams with that 6,000 rupees. So after that everything broke. Then I continuously cried for 2 days, and my mother said, okay, what happened? It's just a 500 rupees or 600 rupees canvas that you spent on. Try creating it again. I created, I showed it in my school, and one of the teachers bought it there in the school itself. So that became a word of mouth that I am doing these canvases. The same painting I painted 25 times as commissioned orders, and the 25th painting that I sold was for 1.5 lakh. And this was when I was in ninth grade. So that's one thing.
Great.
And while I was doing this thing, I didn't have anything else just to create. That's the only thing that I had in my mind, because the gush of orders that I got for the same painting became so much that I didn't have anything else. So I thought of making him know that this was happening in my life through my father, because they were in constant touch. When I was working on all these things, the a small kid opposite to my house itself, he was observing the paintings that I was doing. So he asked, the parent asked if I can teach him. So it started with one student, and in the house itself it grew to 30 to 40 students. So within a month, I used to earn around 20,000 to 25,000 when I was in 8th standard. So from then on, it spread to different apartments. So in a span of 1.5 year, from one student, it became 200 students in 5 to 6 different communities, the societies. So after school, I used to reach the place within half an hour, and I used to teach this many number of students. And along with that, because my commission orders became a hit, I used to get commission, like customized canvases and portrait orders. So that's when it started, and I used to enjoy that success. So the spark was, if I have to like take my revenge on him, it's very easy to go and shout at him,
Yes.
but that would damage my reputation or respect. But if I become a successful person in something that he wanted a downfall in my thing, if I overdo it, that's not that, like that's more than what I wanted to achieve. So that's how it started.
Yeah. It's always like show them the work,
Right,
and
right.
work in silence and show them
Exactly.
the work.
No, I didn't work in silence. I was shouting and working.
Okay, so
That's when we can market, right? You can't work in silence. You should market and work.
yes,
So,
correct. So you are working since childhood, and knowing your journey, for a lot of us, it's like a lot of responsibilities, as especially as a Indian children,
Yes.
where everyone is holding some or other responsibility, and it restricts a lot of children to follow their passion fully.
Yes, yes.
And eventually, we start doing something else which we never wanted, but there's always in our heart that okay, someday we will definitely follow. Or there are a lot of people with the responsibilities, they want to pursue their career, dream career as well,
Right.
so that in parallel they want to balance it. So what's the pathway you will suggest that, and what you want to say for them?
Okay, let me take it from the age group of us being children. So, as children, the only responsibility we have is to study and to
Yes.
get good marks. That's all,
Correct.
right? So, how much time would it take? It takes us like a particular set of time, and after that, we have something as a free time. We can play and we can like create something else as well. So, this is the time where you can risk it all, right? You have nothing to lose. You are just trying things around.
Yes,
So
correct.
during those times where you don't have responsibilities, you should have sorted out what is interesting you, what you think is the main passion among the set of passion activities that you have. So after that, like even it may take just one day to a person to understand this is my passion, or it may take 10 years also. So this is the time to understand the passion, no interest on monetary benefit. So the next thing is, when we go to a age group where responsibility starts stepping in our lives, and we are getting fatigued or frustrated because of all the competition, politics that happen within our workspace or anything like that. Again, you have a set of like hours that you are working on your profession. So Gary Way, if you know him, he said like if you are supporting your responsibilities, have a set of hours for that. After that, whatever is available, that is your time to explore, risk, and create a path of your own. So here job is something that you are like fulfill, that is used to fulfill all your things around. You should not be attached to that, because once if you step outside, within 5 minutes that seat can be replaced.
Correct.
So that is to support you financially and for your responsibilities, and after 5 whatever you do builds you. This is how you have to manage your life.
Yeah, it's like you have to put some efforts
Yes.
to, if you really want to follow
Right.
your passion. Uh, even even we start following a passion, might be fully or might be partially, parallelly. There comes a instance when we start feeling down, things don't work initially, and so sometimes even things are going well, something happens and you lose that motivation, that confidence, and because there's no support, people keep on pushing, okay, you should have done that, this and that, and there are a lot of bad words that keep on coming and keep on demotivating you, and then your work is also not going good, so all the demotivation comes into picture.
Yes.
So how was there any phase for you as well, and who those who are going through this, and is it a part of a journey and everyone should take that up, or is it kind of an indication that okay, take a break, stop, or explore something else?
So I will explain this with my experience. So I am into share market, and also I read books regarding that. So in the book Psychology of Money, it says like you see a person who has invested 50 years back and right now is a billionaire or a millionaire. Everything that you are gaining in life has a fee to pay. Nothing comes for free. So like the growth that he has seen from maybe $1,000 to $1 million, the fee that he has paid is not money or coaching fee. It's the heartbreaks, recessions, and market crashes, and a lot of government actions acting on his stock. And when he would have thought that with this thing that he can gain something, and there are heartbreaks because the stock that he thinks performs will go down. So all these things he would have bore in his mind, and he would have sustained all those heartbreaks, and he has reached to a place where he has got the success. In the same way, like that's how a share market has given me that kind of mental discipline to me. So if you are sure about what you are doing, people coming and commenting about your career, or you yourself doubting about your career, and you are thinking about, like, even if you quantify your outcomes, preferred outcomes, and you are working towards it and that doesn't happen, these are the things that you have to cross through, because there is one concept in the movement of the share itself. For most of the time, if you see one stock, it will be in a consolidated state. It will neither move down nor up. So that's the place where you get frustrated,
Yes.
and you don't know whether to take it off or not. If you have patience, there's a chance of breakouts. If you don't have patience and you think, okay, this is not working, I'll go to the next stock, you'll remove the money, next day it will shoot.
Correct.
This is what it happens. This is what any profession happens. If you are very sure that this is the purpose of your life, don't leave it. That's all.
Okay.
Be it the external source of demotivation or the internal source of demotivation.
The graph of success is never
Yes.
a straight line or
Yes,
something.
definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so there's one more factor that with certain doubt on ourselves comes the picture that okay, we are not good enough, and we start thinking that, or as a child, we when we want to start something, it comes like we need to learn that. So do you think that for to be an artist, people need to follow some degree or need to learn things, or degree is not required but learning is required?
Okay, so Since I'm talking a lot about my art and career, can you guess what I would have done in the field of fine arts?
Uh,
Is there any idea? Because that's why I kept this in secret. Do you know or have an idea what masters or anything that you are mentioning I would have done? One thing
no.
is I have got honorary doctorate in the field
Yes.
of fine arts. Honorary is something that is given as a like sentence of respect, not with studying PhD. So have done this much. What would be my foundation?
I guess you started yourself as much as I know.
So I have not done any degree in fine
Okay.
arts. There is nothing as a certificate course or seated degree that I have done in fine arts. One thing is because whatever they are teaching in the classroom is nowhere connected or on par with what the market is requiring. Because like in the art college, I'm not like demeaning the course or anything. That's the reality. Because if you want to change the syllabus of a college, it takes years together, and by the time it changes, world would have gone forward. That's the reason if a degree is being taken by an artist, it's just that he has understood the spelling of art. That's all. What the market wants, he has to come outside. So what I did was I learned parallelly. I learned art parallelly, but professionally I learned marketing. So
Okay.
art is something which you can learn sitting inside the classroom. You have to go around. You have to see just a small like plain wall and see how artistic it is. You have to see a chair how artistic it is. And if you want to understand and get the experiences, you have to go to an artist, work with them. And you have to take theories from every medium that is possible. So this way you will be more equipped than a degree. So that's how I have designed my skill set,
Okay.
where I learnt with the artist. I used to see the artists, and it's very easy to like contact artists on Instagram or any other social media or mails as well. So some are good, some people help you with the tips, some people will not. Because one experience that I had was the artist whom I worked with itself, I wanted a small thing to understand, and that became an USP for me now, the gold foil art. So she didn't have time to teach me for 5 minutes, but she had time to scold me for 30 minutes just for asking.
Oh.
So it's not that you just ask and it will be given to you. Keep on asking. Keep on, like there is one sentence which says, shamelessly keep on shutting the doors. Knocking the doors.
Yes, correct.
One or the other will open for you. So that's what my thing is.
Okay, so you said that learn from the right artist.
Yes.
So not
No,
everyone.
learn from the artist. There is no right or wrong artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said learn from the artist. So and you have said that you since your childhood you are teaching.
Yeah.
So are you also up for teaching and do you also teach till now?
Yes. So once I got the confidence of imparting my knowledge to people around, the main intention of starting these workshops. Yes, I do teach. These workshops are monthly once, monthly twice, things like that. So many people would have seen certain kind of artwork, but they don't know how to go about it. And there is no teacher or an institute that teaches this kind of styles. And that's the reason. And also, I struggled initially when I wanted to create commissioned artworks. So that's when I understood, like whatever I went through, people who want to learn should not go through that kind of situation. That's why I started hosting workshops every month, once or twice, based on my availability. And I am teaching from the past 2.5 years, and I have covered more than 900 to 1,000 students across the country online.
Okay.
Yeah.
So students can contact you and
Yes.
they can learn from you.
Yes.
So, dear students and parents, if you're looking at it and if you want to learn from Sir, you can directly contact him or you can tell us. We will give your information to the Sir as well. So, now we have Sir's mother with us.
Hi everybody. Uh, I like drawing very much in my young age. Then after that I taught Shravan how to do it, but I did not force him how to do or anything what I what I had a dream. But after doing for few days he used to practice on his own. So he said he want to do more of artwork, so I supported him. So what we have dreams, we should not force, but I helped him how to come up in the artwork. He also liked, and he did it. So I request all the parents not to force children whatever you have in your mind, but just teach them what they want to do and fulfill their dreams. That's how they come up in their life. But if we force for our dreams, they don't, many people won't like and may not come up in their life. But so please, I request all the parents to fulfill the children's dreams and should not become a burden of your own dreams.
Correct. Sir, it was very great talking to you, and trust me, I myself got to learn so much being into an initial stage of my own career. It's very good to have such a knowledge, and I wonder how much knowledge a student, a parent, children would have got who is trying to pursue the same field. Definitely a very helpful video. Any final words or any final suggestions that you would want to give to our audience or to the young children, parents who are into dilemma that okay, we want to start or not, or any final guidance you want to provide them?
Okay, as a final note, I wanted to give two important points, be it a job or personal profession or entrepreneurship that a person is pursuing. So one thing is, nobody can be perfect in any kind of stage or any kind of profession they choose. If you want to understand the steps and how the path is, you have to show up. First show up, and then you will understand, and you will be able to sort it out, because it's you who have taken the decision and have chosen the path. You will be able to sort out, and that's what the power of showing up gives you. And the second thing is, once you show up, be consistent irrespective of the result. So in case if you have found a path or a career that is giving you happiness and you feel that is the purpose of your life, be it there is no result or there is result, be walking, be consistent. So the fruit of consistency can beat any kind of talent, influence, or any kind of power in this world. So show up and be consistent in that. And if someone outside demotivates you and something internal ideas will demotivate you, don't even think about it. So take emotions aside from your planning and keep going, and that's when you will find the results, but don't work for the results.